welcome to Social Media Week 2012. This is the first time that there's been Social Media Week twice in 1 year, and it's right here in London. There's over 170 events touching on all social media in all industries, and we're here tonight at the opening party to ask people about their social media journey from start to finish, the highs, the lows, and of course the social media faux pas.
When I joined Twitter in 2007, I thought it was the biggest waste of time.
So I didn't know shit about social when I first started.
Honestly, I hated social media.
It's when you first get on social media and you feel like you're talking into a vacuum. You don't know who you're speaking to or what they're going to say.
It was November 2010. I was in a road accident on my bicycle. Pre-accident, hated social media. Post-accident, in a hospital. On the recovery.
Very different to a hotel.
On the recovery bed, and I realised, for some reason, I don't know if I hit my head, but I was just like, I want to start a blog. And that was how it started. So yeah, the blog was the start, then the Facebook, then the Twitter.
Social turned up, I know nothing about it. So the first thing that I did was actually I purchased from somebody in Venice Beach
I'm now very interested.
£300 worth of videos on how to do Twitter. That's my confession.
Now I have 7,400 followers who are my social media army. They are my research assistants.
I use social media for Global Champagne Day, which is now on its 3rd anniversary. Reached 500,000 people in the first year in 2010. Reached 3.2 million people in 2011.
My biggest highlight was finding my wife on Facebook. We hooked up on Facebook through a mutual friend, and then we started calling each other, started dating, and then we got married a few years ago.
One tweet, I became CEO of Cred.
And the Twitter actually really was the foundation of my startup company. It got us a lot of followers. It gave us access to the cycling community. It gave us access to brands really quickly and conveniently. So now I'm a huge advocate, and I recently co-organised a charity initiative called Tech Bikers, and it was all geared using social media.
So back in San Francisco in January 2011, I was there for the weekend. I tweeted, I'm in San Francisco for the weekend. And a very good Australian friend of mine who I'd never met in person, and he on Twitter, said, I live here, let's have lunch. I had lunch. He said, you should meet this guy called Jody Rich who's doing some amazing things with People Browser. And 3 months later, I was working there, and this year I became CEO of Cred.
And we've learned social is so powerful. It's a way of people sharing things they love, connecting with people, meeting new people with similar interests.